Hey Grammar 4, hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're going to do lesson 103. So fractions equal to 1 and fractions equal to 1/2. So we're going to do some pretty cool tricks today that you're going to keep in your back pocket for when you are working with fractions later on in your math life. So of course by now you should have done your facts practice and your warm-up. So please do that if you have not done that. And let's go ahead and jump into the concept. So this idea of fractions equal to 1 is based on the idea where your numerator, which is your top number, and your denominator, which is your bottom number, are equal to one another. Here we see that 1 is equal to 2 halves. Here we have 1 is equal to 3/3. Here we have 4 pieces, so 4 of them are filled, and you have 4/4. And here you have fifths, 5/5 is equal to 1. And you guys know the division rule is any number divided by itself is equal to 1. And these pictures highlight that rule. So which of these fractions below us is equal to 1? Well, we know when our numerator and our denominator are equal to one another, then they are equal to 1. All right, so again, 6 out of 6 is 1. 1 out of 6 or 1/6 is just 1/6 or 1 piece out of 6 total. So that's a pretty small fraction. Here we have 7/6 where our numerator is greater than our denominator. This number is going to be greater than 1. Let's go ahead down to example 2. It says write a fraction equal to 1 that has a denominator of 7. Well, we know that when our numerator and our denominator are the same number, then your fraction is equal to 1. So if our denominator is 7, our numerator must be 7. All right, now let's go ahead and teach you the trick on how to find fractions equal to 1/2. So the big idea with fractions equal to 1/2 is if the numerator of a fraction is half the denominator, then the fraction equals 1/2. Take this for example. Here, our denominator is 2. Well, what is half of 2? 1 is. This right here represents 1/2. Let's take a look at this guy right down here. 2 is half of 4. Therefore, this is 1/2. 3 is half of 6, 1/2. 4 is half of 8, 1/8. So that's 1/4, or 1/2, sorry. So which fraction equals 1/2? Is 3 half of 7? No. Is 4 half of 4? No. Is 5 half of 10? Yes. Is 5 half of 9? No. So C must be our answer. All right, now let's compare 3/8 to 1/2. Well, 3/8 is 3 half of 8. No, it's not. And since 3 is less than 4/8, it must be less than 1/2, which is right here. So we would put our less than symbol right here to compare the two fractions. All right, let's look at example 5. We have round 6/10 to the nearest whole number. Well, 6 is the whole number and its fraction part is going to come between 6 and 7. So 7/10 is 7 is greater than half of 10. Half of 10 is 5, which would be 6.5. So 7 is going to be halfway between 6 and 1/2 and 7. So 6 and 7/10 is going to round to 7 because it's halfway, or it's greater than 6.5, which would round to 7. All right, guys, go ahead and do the lesson practice now. Make sure you have a parent or somebody check your work to make sure you're getting it, and then move on to the mixed practice. All right, guys, hope you're doing well.